Hello everyone. So I'm just doing a quick intro because as you can tell this is a very long video it's become and a lot has happened. So just a quick overview. They did a lot of work with the pump at the top and now they're doing a lot of work on site. So this video is spread out and as you can tell it's a fair length. So I'm trying to just give you a quick overview so you know what's happening rather than it just being a massive video where you think nothing's going to happen. Alright, so enjoy the video and thank you. Hello everyone. So as you can tell we're back down at the breach. I don't know why I keep saying that admittedly, but a few important things going on by the look of it. I've just come down after work so I'm a little bit behind on what's been going on, but I can certainly see a lot of people in high vis. I'll show you what I'm talking about just real quick as well because it looks like these guys are a bit busier. So it looks like, what is it with me and birds these last couple of days? So it looks like they aren't happy with the thing I've been moaning on about for a little while. Now what they're currently doing, I'm not actually sure. I'll go a little closer. But yeah, we'll have a nice good look at everything going on today. I'm not sure if I'll do everything in one video or if I'll stop and start, but either way I'll tell you what's going on if that's the case. It'll all be in this one video obviously, but interesting. Now for anyone that doesn't know, that dam that they're currently messing with and pulling the pump out by the look of it has been leaking for a few days now. Actually it'll be over a week at this point, and looks like they're not happy with something to do with the pump, whether it's been clogged perhaps. That could well be the case, because it is causing the field to leak or the field to flood a lot more than it has been, annoyingly, which, you know, it is frustrating because like we had a good couple of weeks where it was dropping quite consistently. There we go, the pump's out. Yeah, and now it's back to where it was probably 3 weeks ago. Hasn't helped that we've had quite a bit of rain as well, but I feel like most of that has been the leak from the breach, or the leak from these dams, sorry. Just a quick one before we get properly into it. If you haven't already, please do feel free to subscribe. Helps out the channel tremendously and I really do appreciate it. Just a quick one as well is that we're still getting super thanks, which is beyond me, but thank you very much to everyone that's currently that's doing that. It really does mean the world to me. It's very generous, so thank you. Now we had a lot of comments yesterday, of course, about Sefton's news and how Ganymede's going to go. Currently there is plans in place, or trying to get plans in place for an update on Ganymede. Whether that'll happen or not, I'm hopeful. And yeah, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss anything on that front. Now it is sad news about Sefton, as we discussed yesterday, but I am hopeful that it won't be the last we see of her, and that one day with the right owner we'll get to see it back on the water again. Now we'll have a quick look at what work's been done over here, and I will finish this video off at the end of the vid in the usual way, nice scenic overview. Now it's not quite as nice as it was yesterday, but it's certainly more than nice enough to get a nice high shot of everything and a nice scenic shot of Whitchurch. If anyone's interested as well, I can go into the centre of town at some point and get a shot from inside of town. I'd quite like to do that, to be fair. I think that'll be interesting. There we go. Now I discussed yesterday as well about the idea of 3D mapping the area. I feel like I'll give that a go today. It's not something I've done before, so if you don't hear anything else about it, then you know it hasn't gone particularly well, but fingers crossed. Now, as you can tell from that pump actually, that used to be off more than it's on, and now it's on more than it's off, so I'm guessing more water's making its way in annoyingly, but it is what it is. I'm sure if there's an issue they'll be sorting it like they are with the other side. In terms of work, looks like, because it is Monday morning about 11 a.m. currently here, looks like they have done little bits but nothing too crazy. I will stay here and have a look, and because I'd like to get some work on video, so if they do end up doing any work, I'll put that in now. Just a quick one as well, I've just learned that these guys are from Selwood, which is to do with the pump guys, so whether they're just repairing the pump or seeing what's wrong with it, I'm not too sure. But that's why these guys are here, and it's why they've pulled the pump out. At least that's a good sign for me that it will be sorted quite soon. Who knows, we might get it on videos today. So, looks like they've sorted the pump, and now they're getting it back in the canal. Hopefully that means very shortly they'll start pumping it out again. Fingers crossed. I'll just wait for him to get it all sorted, and then I'll cut the video again and bring you back when something else happens. But yeah, nice to see that so many people are on site today, and looks like it's 3 groups. So like I say, it's Selwood, CRT and Kia Group are all on site today. Admittedly, I'm most waiting for Kia Group to start work on the new site in the track. So I feel like I'll be here for a little while, but it's still interesting. Here we go. So how they're going to get it back into position now the canal's back full of water, I'm not too sure. You'd want a little paddle board or something, but I'm sure they've got it sorted. Now just a quick one whilst we're waiting for these guys. I'll do a quick check on where everyone's from again. Always find it very interesting, because I know that, like I said before, we've had so much interest from places like Canada and Australia and New Zealand, America, and that's crazy to me as someone that's just lived here my entire life, that people are so interested in the canal that's local to me. But yeah, I'll cut the video here, and when they get something sorted. No, actually, what are they doing there? Is that just a way to prime the pump or something? Or are they just getting something off it? Hard to tell. Now, this is about as close as I can get without losing line of sight, so I'm not going to push it too far, but are they just checking it's working? I'll have a quick look on what the other guy's doing. Hey! That was well timed. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There we go. Well, I'm glad I looked. I'm very glad I looked. There we go. So that should stop the field from flooding, and hopefully, now we've done the stick check today as well, we'll see the progress of it going back down. Now, if you compare that flow to the other dam, you can tell just how much that's working compared to the other. It's got a big job to do, but no doubt within a couple hours it'll be back down. So whether they'll do anything to stop the leak or they're just happy with how it is, I suppose we'll find out tomorrow more than anything, but I'll be sure to go down there tomorrow and have a good check. So yeah, glad that's working. Tell you what, I'll go a little bit this way. Don't want to push me luck. Already been a bit unlucky with the coffee incident, so. Especially with all the birds being angry at the minute, I'm a bit nervous with the old drone. Don't know why they're being the way that they are. Now, does anyone know why they would have waited a week to do this? Because I'm sure they would have known about it as soon as everyone put videos up. No doubt they, well, I know for a fact that they watch the videos at least to some degree, so yeah, interesting. Whether they just couldn't get anyone on site from Selwood, that seems reasonable, but yeah, I suppose time will tell. But yeah, I'll cut the video again here, and if nothing else happens, then it'll just be back to the normal video. But if it does, I'll put it in here. Alright, cheers guys. So, as you can tell, Kia are now back on the way down to site. It's been a little while since I recorded the last clip. I was actually just leaving to go home, and then I saw these guys gearing up. So, looks like they're bringing something down to site. Now, what that is, I'm not terribly sure looking at it actually. Could be a fuel tank maybe? Some of you guys will know better than me, so feel free to drop it in the comments. Now, I am hoping that this will lead to some work on the site. Admittedly, it's what I've been waiting most for, so fingers crossed. It's probably about 12:30ish now, so about an hour and a half since you saw the last clip. That is a guess, to be fair. I haven't checked the time, but I think that's about right. Now, I will do the same now that I know Kia are back on site, and I will just cut the video in a second and then start it again when they start doing some little bits of work. But I'll let them get to site now, just so I don't miss anything. As you will shortly tell, I'm in a different change of clothes, but it is still me. I'm just not in my high vis anymore. Like I said, I was getting ready to go, so I hope my white shoes aren't going to get too muddy. It's about to get quite noisy, so you won't be able to hear me. So enjoy this. Hey, little thumbs up there. Now, like I've said a few times, the workers are very, very kind and more than willing to help, so it's not what I expected, but certainly nice to see. And to be fair, that's the same with everyone throughout this process, really. I mean, on the first boat move with Pacemaker, I rushed down after work, so I was still in my uniform and they still let me in, so yeah, it's been great teamwork and just a great bunch of people. Thankfully the weather's a bit nicer for them now as well. I certainly wouldn't have been wanting to do this work when it was just raining constantly. Not only does it make everything 10 times harder, but it's a lot less comfortable. Now, this will probably end up being a relatively long video. I think I've already got about 10 minutes of footage, so whatever happens from now on will just be an added extra. So sorry about that, unless you like the longer videos, but you know, I already understand it's a long chunk out of your day. Now, I've actually been waiting to see this move, so quite happy about this. I have only got one drone battery left, so I'll try and keep the videos short and sweet as much as I can do, without missing anything for you. But this certainly tells me that the rest of today and or tomorrow will be quite busy, hopefully, and I'll be able to film lots of interesting stuff for you guys. Now, the weather for the rest of the week it's drizzly, but not too windy. I mean, the wind is the main killer of the videos, unfortunately, but yeah, the rain doesn't help, but there's always little gaps to make the most of, so that's what I do. Now, I'm working again tomorrow, so it'll be a similar time that I'm down here, but I mean, it's working out quite well. The early mornings are certainly good for this kind of videoing and everything. Nothing happens at 4 a.m. here, so. And there we go. Now, hopefully, we'll be able to tell what this is for. Whether they might just be moving everything down to site today. That could well be it. And if that's the case, I think that'll be quite easy to tell. Now, as you can tell, they've got the bucket off the little excavator, and I'd imagine that's something to do with moving this, maybe. But like you can tell, like, the efficiency of the workers is really incredible. So these guys, I'm guessing, weren't on site before just because Selwood were working. Whether they're not allowed to work whilst they're working, or simply, I think the case would have been that the Selwood van was just blocking them from doing any of this. So I'd imagine that'd be the case if I had to guess. Now I'll just get a different view from over here. But yeah, I mean, I know I've already said it once, but just how kind all these guys are is very appreciated. So if you are watching this, I really do appreciate your time. You know, they're busy guys, but they always take time to say hello and have a chat, and that does not go amiss. So let's see. Now, the more I think about it, maybe they are just if it is a fuel tank, which it looks like, then maybe they would keep that, you know, swapping between this site and the top site, just for the fact that it'd be easier to refill it and then bring it down when it's required. So I don't think the top site's going to be completely disused, just certainly less important than it is now. So I'd imagine what they're going to do now is just strap the front of that little trailer onto the excavator and then just move it with that to get it into place. So yeah, another very busy day down here. A lot going on. As far as I can tell, CRT have gone by the look of it, and Selwood have also gone. So just leaving Keir to crack on a bit now. But yeah, I'll wait to get this little bit and then I'll end the video. And once again, if anything happens, I'll put it in after this. But if it doesn't, then I'll just go back to the main video. I'm struggling to remember what I talked about in the main video. Admittedly, it's been a little while, so it's hard to keep track. There we go. Nice and easy. That's quick. Now I do wonder where they're going to put this one. Yeah, I did think the main story today would be the pump getting fixed, but now with so much going on, I'm not sure what to put in the title. But yeah, it's busy. Well, it's always busy down here with walkers and people just having a nosy, which is honestly great to see. I mean, the amount of people that have come from quite far just to have a look is more than I'd ever expect. There we go. Admittedly, that's how I thought they'd do it in the first place, so I'm guessing they needed to lift it off the trailer to start off with. And there we go. So in the interest of drone battery, I'll leave you guys to it for now. And like I say, I'll put anything else interesting that happens after this. But if not, it'll just go back to the main video. Alright, see you shortly. they've just brought another trailer down to site, similar to the last one, but a fair amount bigger. And I'll quickly show you that now. So it's all go today. It's a little bit late in the last video, probably another 20 minutes or so has gone by. And yeah, a lot going on. I'll quickly show you where they moved that last one, although I'm sure you can already see it. So just in the corner there. So that would tell me that it is going to be stationed here, and that maybe this one is the fuel one. I'm guessing because it's a lot bigger, it would make sense in my head. I'll quickly move so I can get a good shot here. But yeah, it's great to see actually. I certainly didn't think they'd be doing this much work in one day. It's been non-stop really since I got here. And I've just got to be careful because there's a seagull currently eyeing me up. And after the other day, that is the last thing I want. Tell you what, I'm going to bring it towards me now just because the seagull is looking a bit angry. What is it with my luck and birds recently? Second time in this video. But yeah, here we go. Now that is another reason why it is important to keep your eye on your drone. The last thing you want is a seagull robbing you of a 500 quid drone. There we go. So how much they're going to take from the top site today, I'm unsure. Certainly looks like they're all go, so wouldn't be surprised if it is a fair amount. Whether that means that they're going to do some work on the track or the site later, or if they're just going to leave that till tomorrow. At this point, I'm hoping it's tomorrow. It's going to be a 3-hour long video otherwise, and I'm quickly running out of batteries. But yeah, whilst they're doing this, now I've caught that bit, I'll leave you guys to it, and once again, if anything more happens, I'll get back up, and if not, well, you know the drill by now. Right, cheers. So this will be the last clip I'm able to get. I'm on my last battery now, so I'll quickly rush home, and I'll upload this video, charge my batteries, and then I'll come out later, and if anything happens, then I don't know whether to put it in a separate video or whether to just include it in tomorrow's. Whether you guys would be interested in seeing multiple videos again if a lot's happening, or whether you just prefer it the day after at the start, then just do give us a shout. And it's the same with these longer videos. If a lot is going on, do you want them as it happens, or would you rather me do a lot more editing and cut it down into very quick highlights, and keep me updated on what you want with that, because it'd certainly be, I just want to get the best videos to you guys that you want to see. Now I'll make sure I get all of this, seems it's the last clip I'm going to get. Just making sure that seagull doesn't come back. I have to say, I'm glad I'm not doing that kind of work. I don't think I'd be very good. There we go. So I'd imagine they're just going to put that one in a similar position as the other one. Now that also tells me that this is going to be the extent of the site. I did wonder if they're going to make it a little bit bigger, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So, I suppose square footage, it's probably similar to the top car park. Whether they don't need any bigger than that at the minute, or if they're going to do another site once everything starts coming in, that wouldn't surprise me either. But I'd imagine at this point they're quite happy with this, and then see what happens with the track, whether they'll make that bigger than it needs to be. But I'd imagine because, it's not their field, whether they'll try and keep their footprint as small as possible. That'd make sense to me as well. There we go. But yeah, great to see. And yeah, I'll put you back to the main video now. Once again, sorry if you don't like the longer videos, but it's been a nice busy day, and I do appreciate you giving all your time to watch this. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the video. So we'll go and have a look what these guys are doing now, because as a lot of you will know, these boats went away which led to an increase in the amount of flooding into the field. And then they've come back, and ever since they've come back, they haven't been doing anything. Everything was here ready for them, and the pumps weren't pumping. So why that is, I'm sure probably has something to do with what these guys are doing now. Now, who these guys are with, I'm not actually sure. Whether they'd be CRT or Kia Group, I'm not sure. Now, a lot of the people on site at the minute are Kia Group. I think they're responsible for a lot of the building works that are to go ahead. So whether they'd have a part to play in this, I'm not sure. But it's usually quite easy to tell the CRT guys apart from them, in that they wear different high-vis. So it's nice and easy, even from a drone view. So we'll have a quick look at the field now. I wonder if I can do the stick check with my drone. Probably not the best idea, but I'll tell you what, we're going to have a look. I'll bring you over as well. We'll do the, hey, there's me check. Hey, there's me. So yeah, still looks quite flooded actually. Worse than it was yesterday. Let's go and have a look. Maybe this will go well. Now, as you can tell by the water, there is absolutely no wind today, which makes my life a lot easier. So, as you can tell, right stick is the one we put in a few weeks ago at the water level that was current to then, and then the little one next to it was at the start of Feb. The little one is almost completely underwater now, and it's a good couple foot up the bank, so probably 5 or so inches deeper than it was, which is quite annoying. Hey, there's me. I'm back in the high-vis today because there was a post-work disaster with my white hoodie. Sadly, coffee made ingress, and yeah, let's just say I hope that's going to wash out. Now anyway, I'm getting distracted. So what these guys are doing, and I do believe these guys are CRT, or yeah, usually they'll wear the orange bottoms and quite often the life jacket, which you can see around the neck now. So what they're up to, I'm not sure, maybe just checking up on the area. But yeah, I will finish the video here. I just want to say thank you again to everyone that's still watching, really do appreciate it. And I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. All right, take care everyone, and enjoy.